Hey guys, today is April 7th. It's a Tuesday and we are still quarantining. I'm sitting on my indoor patio situation, and I'm fortunate enough, one of the producers, so a channel reached out, or I reached out to a channel, reached out to each other I guess, and I was going to produce my first cooking show where I'm the main host, no co-host. My name's on it. It's my show, which is awesome. But then all of this happened. Legit, I think my restaurant shut down like the day before I was supposed to start the whole process for getting the show ready. But there's a possibility that I still might be able to film. So one of the producers sent me a list of us pretty much setting the skeletons up for the show, so that way they can sneak me into the studio somehow and we can film. And this is my first show that I've ever been producing, so I wanted to capture this, and if you're trying to do the same thing, maybe you can learn from my mistakes. I'm sure that I'll make some, or the things that I learned. So I'm just working on a couple things that he needs answers to, that we can bounce ideas off of each other to, paint the picture that we want and build the show. So the first question that I need to answer is, for example, what kind of cooking shows do you love to watch and somewhat want to emulate? He said mine is Nailed It from Netflix. So I'm going to reflect on the cooking shows that have inspired me. I'm more of a cookbook person too, so I have some of my books here that are my favorite. This isn't sponsored, obviously, nobody even knows me, but this is my favorite. As you can see, it's all dinged up because I go into it so much. It's amazing book. And then I also am gonna go on YouTube. Might make I made chicken and dumplings last night from scratch. It was banging. I have some left over. I might warm some up and try to watch at least 3 most popular cooking shows on YouTube and see what they're about. But I feel like my concept is so much more different than anything that I've seen before. So when he asked me that question, I get why he has to ask me that, but it's kind of hard to say that I want to recreate something that's already done, because I'm not trying to. So I feel like, even though it's the first question, I feel like it's going to be my hardest. And then he was saying, what cooking shows don't I want the program to look like? So, and he was saying that's a more easier way, which makes sense now, saying that how that question would have been hard for me, so that kind of makes sense now. And then, will it be a solo person show? Will you have friends or colleagues be a part of it? What is the episode length? 55 minutes or 2 25-minute episodes per 2-hour recording time? Do you visualize using their studio space, or do I want to do it here? I have a really nice deck with a grill and stuff, so I might not. You can come out. No, that's it. So did you lock the door? No. Oh. So yeah, so we're gonna get started on the brainstorming, and yeah, I'm gonna have my notebook here and my stuff, so I'm gonna jot down some ideas, try to meditate, and yeah, that's what I'm working on. So these are the first steps to, if you ever wanted to do your own show, these are the first steps. You have to make a skeleton, and I hope I do it right, 'cause this is going to be my first time where I'm taking more responsibility. I mean, it's my show, so we will see. I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. Good morning, YouTube. It is April 8th. I drank a lot of wine last night. It has been one hell of a quarantine. And I think I finally got back on schedule. It is 9:52. I've been up for about an hour and a half, which is awesome because for the last 2 weeks I've been waking up at like 1:30 p.m. Ow. So I am going to try to be productive. I'm here in my bed still. Yes, I do sleep in a canopy. So what? Whatever, you know, I'm just on my queen shit. But I am attempting to get up. I was up. And then I lay back down like an idiot. And I shouldn't have laid back down. And I'm getting tired again. But I'm gonna get up. And I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna brush my teeth. And I'm gonna do my hair. And I'm gonna do stuff. I'm gonna do all the stuff. I think. So those of you who are probably just tuning in, or whenever I upload this, I need to upload all this shit. That's my other problem too. I'm starting my own cooking show, and I have been constructing a channel. So that didn't make any sense. Constructing with the channel. So there's some things I have to like type out and get together. And yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, so anyway, look at my eyes. I'm kinda hungover. There was a lot of wine last night. There's a lot of wine. I can't believe I'm showing my head wrap right now. This is me. Listen, if you don't love me at my doodliest, you don't get me at my diddliest. Period. The end. Yeah, so I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up. I'm so tired. I want to take a nap. But I can take a nap later though. I can totally take a nap later. Alright, so we're gonna get up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. We're up. Alright. And I'm going to put on some music in the shower. I gotta shower. And I need to take my vitamins. Ooh, that's what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna take my vitamins first. So, oh, this is my bed. My little cocoon. Listen, as a woman, if you guys don't have a canopy, get one. It's fucking amazing. I'm sorry if I'm talking so low. I have roommates and I don't want to disturb them. Alright, so these are the vitamins I take in the morning. I take these. And they're like chewy. They're just little like appreciation. For some reason, they're kind of hard to get down, which I don't know what that's about. And then I take for my digestion. Keeps me kind of like my weight down. Take one a day. supplements for the day. I am going to shower and be productive. And I'm probably gonna go sit out on the front patio. Yeah, so hope you guys are doing well. And let's get the day started. I really want to go lay back down, but I'm not going to. I gotta stay strong. I gotta stay strong. All right, see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hey guys. Ow. All right. So, big news. Big fucking news. So, you know we're in quarantine or whatever. I'm looking for a pen at this very moment. My room is really, really messy. I look messy. Look at my eyes. I had mascara on last night and I didn't wash it off yet. So, we're in quarantine and your girl never stops hustling. So I convinced the channel that I'm doing my cooking show with to let me film still during quarantine because it's like the prime time to do it. So I am going to have a meeting, a phone conference with the channel director right now. I'm gonna go in the front room. And I'm so excited because this is technically my first like show. I mean, I've been on TV before, but this is my own shit. Like, it's gonna be Victoria's cooking show, like Rachel Ray type shit. So I'm really fucking excited. And I want to take you guys to the journey from the first process to the end.
Yes.
Let's go. What?
Yeah, I know. But it's not related.
I wiped it. I cleaned it. Okay. So. Let's go have our meeting. I'm gonna go outside. I hung out with my boo last night, so I'm a little hungover. And then I got an email this morning saying like, oh yeah, let's have a phone conference. And I'm like, fuck. So, yeah. So I start shooting the, you can't even see me really. So I start shooting the show in 3 days. Alright, this is called vote. It's cold out here. Hey Brian, it's Victoria. How are you?
Hey Victoria, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
That's good. Nothing much. Just wanted to touch base and see where you're at and what the actual plan is.
Okay. So basically, one of the ideas would be that we might be able to get a portable camera prepared for this Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal is to try to get a few more people to come in, like other producers, so I can basically come in once and do that, because I live pretty far away, you know, I live over an hour away.
Okay.
So the goal is that if you want to do that, I could put your name in for a reservation and give you a camera for a couple days. Would that be something you would want to do?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. And I know because you do have some video experience, and you've been like around cameras and all sorts of cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want, we can give you a very, very quick overview of the of what our equipment and see what you might need for your shoot.
Okay.
Got it. Yep. So it would be anybody helping you with the project, or just kind of you filming on your own?
It probably would just be me. I could ask if anybody wants to help. I have a couple guests. I was gonna ask you, like, how many episodes can I film at one time?
So because of where we're at and everybody's socially distancing and stuff like that, it might be tough, like in general, for you to get folks, you know. But if you can, great. As long as you're comfortable with it, of course. But for this kind of thing, like how many episodes? Sometimes when I give out a camera for the weekend, people have an option of doing 1 or 2 episodes,
Okay.
right? And I think the theory is this: is that we'll take it one step at a time. We'll see how this one goes, and we'll revisit it afterwards. Because I think the idea is that you would film something, and I would say you could start with kind of a 25-minute show. That's kind of what we're shooting for. Victoria is 25 minutes. Okay. So try to come up with something where you can kind of talk to the camera for 25 minutes with minimal need for editing.
Okay.
Okay. Now that does not say you can't do editing at all. Like, not say you can't get some cool B-roll or some insert shots, you know, of some of the food. That's fine. You can do a couple for this time around, only because I'm going to be editing this one. Okay.
Okay.
In the future, we can revisit how you want to do it. If you want to do studio shoot, if you want to do a hybrid, if you want to do more portable, kind of like how you've done in the past. You know, there's pros and cons to every venue of it, right? So, but for this one, you keep it simple, get a couple shots, and then the idea is that you bring it back on like the Monday or something. There will be someone there. Now, Meg, this lady Beverly, will be there to probably receive the camera, and you can just like drop it off.
Okay.
Okay. Is that something you might be able to do? Is like return it like early next week, Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. And just in case you're concerned, you can just like contact list. You can just like drop it and go, and that's it. You know, as long as she just checks all the stuff that's there, then I'll let her know that you're coming. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll take the footage a few days later, like on the following week, Thursday or something like that, and I'll cut something together, very, very basic, and I'll give it to the programmer. And then we can have kind of sort of like a one-off special sort of thing for the spring season, you know? And then in the future, if you want to, when things kind of settle down and people get more back to normal, we can revisit and see what you want to do from there. With that being said, you can even do a second kind of half-hour episode while you have the gear. If you want to kind of maximize your time, you can bang out 2, then great. If you only want to do 1, that's fine too. Okay?
Okay.
What
time on Thursday should I come pick up the camera?
I haven't decided yet because I'm still waiting to hear back from a few other people. I was thinking like 2 p.m. Is that too late or too early?
No, that's perfect.
Okay. So I'll we'll shoot for 2 o'clock, and we can communicate through email if anything changes, of course, if something comes up for you. But, I'm going to try to get the other people to kind of pick up their stuff around that time, too, so I don't have to be at Nutmeg for like 14 hours, you know what I mean? So, but that's kind of the idea is that, and I like the persona that you have on camera and doing all the kind of videos that you sense, that would work great. So if you want to do something like that, a little more like elaborate to a 25-minute mark, I think that'd be perfect. You don't have to push it to an hour. I'd say don't even worry about that.
Okay.
I think you start small and then we can revisit it at a later time.
Okay.
What do you want to call the show? Do you have any ideas for what you want to call the show?
I wanted to base it off of my cookbook. I was thinking like shrimp and jazz because I'm kind of like Cajun based.
Awesome.
Do I need to like film like some type of intro? Do you want me to like just like maybe have like a 10-minute video on the camera as well of me just like picking up food and smiling, or like little clips to put together like do you have like intros to your? I didn't see any on the links that you sent. I think I did actually.
Yeah. So about intro, so what happens is when you're first starting, like the first couple episodes you do, we start you off very simple, very small. And we just, put the very basic opener and the title and all that kind of stuff, right?
Okay.
And then we play the show and then you're done, right? Now, if you start becoming a real regular, what we do is we actually can sit down with you for a little while and book like a one-on-one meeting where you go, okay, so let's help you build a pretty sweet introduction with, see, we have like all the software that you just like drag and drop templates and it starts to look really good. So even longtime producers that are a little bit older and like kind of tech lexic, they're not very good with computers, have like really, really good intros, animated backgrounds and After Effects spinning everything. So it's like, I'm not saying they're fantastic, but it's better than other local media stations, you know what I'm saying? So that's something we can do at a later time.
Okay.
But the good thing to think of now is you can think of kind of like you said the show title, and then if you want, we can just whip something up, just a quick little logo thing, or if you have ideas, or if you're creative or something like that, feel free to design something in the next couple days and save it, and that way we can drop it into the little like bottom graphics.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And if you want to do an intro, it's totally up to you. You can record, like, are you thinking something short? I know you were talking about going to the store and kind of picking up items and stuff like that. I would say don't worry about that for this episode, okay? Because that's something we can do at a later time.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
I do like the idea, though. I do like the concept because it kind of sets the stage. It's a nice little, like, story. It's like a gimmick, as you were saying. You know, you kind of go, you're picking up the items, and you're kind of talking about why you're cooking, not just what you're doing, you know? That makes sense. But I would say we could do that in the future. That's not a problem. For this one, I think if you can, you set it up, and in a way, you're kind of just hit and record. You kind of set it and forget it for, like, about half hour. You just talk to the camera, and you almost pretend that it's live. Right, Victoria? Like, you don't go into it in the same way that most cooking shows are with editing in mind. Like, pretend like this is the only take you have.
Okay.
Now, if you screw up and start again, that's okay. Just, you know, you go over, you can hit stop on the recording, you know, and you can hit start again if you want, and you can start back from I would say usually try to do it from the beginning again. But, I mean, minor edits are okay, but I would say that's the best way to go.
Okay.
You know?
So I'm going to try to bang out 2 episodes.
Okay.
The second episode, I was going to have my boss/mentor as my guest. He's the owner of Treva, Avera, and Zahara.
Okay.
And he's been like donating food and doing like takeout and like taking really good care of us and doing like family meal and stuff like that.
Nice.
During the quarantine, I was going to kind of like interview him while we're cooking and get his perspective on how he's been dealing with this as a restaurant owner. Do you think
perfect.
that's too socially sensitive right now, or do you think that'll be appropriate?
I think that's wonderful.
Okay.
I think that's really, really good.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Awesome. I'm so excited.
Yep. And, you know, obviously, in just very basic camera stuff we can go over when we meet on Thursday or whatever,
Okay.
is that, you know, make sure it's nice and well lit as much as you possibly can. You know, even if you think it might be too much light, you know, sometimes if you see how it looks on camera in general, it's always a little darker on camera, so it's always good to provide more light in the background. You know, as you're well aware, all those cooking shows, they probably have lights everywhere.
Okay.
You know, so it's just always good to just kind of illuminate what's going on. And like I said, if you want to get some shots, like say after you're cooking stuff, and if you want to get shots of what it looked like before or afterwards, you can always take the camera and get a couple shots here and there of like a close-up of the finished piece. That's great. That's fine. That's something that can be easily cut into the video. But like complicated edits, where I almost kind of see your show would thrive with complicated edits in the future, we'll kind of keep it simple, because my problem is that I'm working on other people's edits at the same time. You know,
Yeah.
so I'll have a bunch to do all in that one couple-hour span. I want to make sure you guys get a program out of it.
Okay.
So that's kind of my concern, but that's why if you keep it simple, I have no problem. I don't mind helping you out. So
Okay.
It sounds like a great idea.
I do have a Canon PowerShot that I could do shots as well, but if you want to do one take, I think I'm just going to try to, I don't know like what type of tripods you have, but I'm just going to try to angle it very high and down so you can sort of like see me cook at the same time while I'm talking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
We can chat about kind of camera angles and how you might want to do it. You know, wide shot for this kind of thing usually would be fine, would work well. But, you know, I see we're talking about kind of like have it up raised a bit and kind of aiming down. As long as we can see and hear you and see a little bit of food, then I'm happy. So
Okay.
that's what it's all about. Okay?
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm so excited.
No problem. I am excited too. It sounds cool, you know, and you got a good, idea of what you want to do, which is really great. A lot of times I send that email out and say, hey, what kind of shows do you want to do? People go, I don't know, and it's like, you know, they kind of don't have an answer. You kind of have a clear idea of where you want to go, which I think is. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I dropped the phone for a second. Yeah, no, I think that's the best way to get started, and then in the future we can really kind of start developing it if you want to do more with it. Because I know you're busy. I know you do a lot of the restaurant stuff, and you're doing your own cookbook and everything. So, but this might be a cool little way to do stuff. And then we can figure out if you want to do in studio completely or at home or whatever. You know, you got a lot of cool ideas. So, okay.
Okay.
So let's tentatively shoot for Thursday, and we can stay in touch. If you have questions in the meantime, you can always feel free to ask. That's no problem. And then, drop me an email, and I'll get back to you, and we'll go from there. Okay, lady?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Cool. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay.
All right, take care.
You too. Bye. All right, so that was my phone conference with the director. So I pick up my camera. Today is Monday. So he's saying to pick up the camera on Thursday. So I have 2 days, 3 days. And I'm gonna be producing my own cooking show. I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm tired. Right now I'm tired, I need to go back to bed. But I'm feeling really blessed. And I hope whoever is watching this, today is April 20th. So we've been in quarantine for a little over a month now, I think. Yeah, I think so. And I was already approved to, the channel already approved to do a cooking show with me, but when the quarantine happened, they were like, oh, nobody can come to the studio. And I kept emailing them. And I sold them on everybody's at home, your ratings must be really high, this is like prime time to project shows if you can. They don't have a cooking show like me. And I was like, listen, like, I'll make your fucking channel boom banging out the frame and like get me in there. And not only did they love the hustle and respect it and gave me the green light, but it also inspired them to get other people to also do it too. So they're sending out cameras, I think, to like 4 or 5 shows of people at home, like talk shows and stuff. I think I'm the only cooking show, but people like just at home in the quarantine right now. And to be able to make such an impact in a wave like that, I'm doing something right. So you saw it, that's the first step. Phone conference, and I go pick up my camera on Thursday. I'm going back to sleep. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Good morning. I am not a morning person. Today is the day that I pick up the cameras for my very own show. I'm so excited. Sorry for the angle. It is currently, I don't know, like 11:30. Tired as fuck. Alright, so today is the first day that I am shooting my own fucking cooking show. And not with, like, not by myself. There's an actual network that sent me the equipment so I can do my own cooking show during quarantine. I'm so blessed and I'm so happy to get to this line, you know? So yeah, so I'm gonna go do like my career or whatever. But no, on a serious note, I'm really fucking excited. I'm also stalling because I'm kind of nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm just, I already prayed to God. I wonder if I should put some more light on. I wonder if that'll look better. I already like prayed to God or whatever. So it's in his hands. We got this. Period to the T. And yeah. So that's what we're doing. And I look really fucking cute. And I'm gonna go fucking film the show. So I'll be back. Bye. and thank you for watching Shrimp and Jazz. And we are in my home. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, bitch, get it together. Get it together, bitch. Hello guys, I'm Victoria. I'm a local chef here in Connecticut. You might have seen me on Cooks vs. Cons or maybe even better Connecticut. But today we are in my home because we're quarantining. If I said that right, quarantine. Yeah, whatever. And it sucks really freaking bad. So today I hope I can get your mind off of things for just a little bit because everything has just been so crazy. Let me sip my wine. Because everything sucks. And if you've been going to the grocery stores like me, I can't find anything. I can't find nothing, y'all. Why is everybody panic buying? There's people out there buying like 25 cases of toothpaste. Now I can't brush my teeth. Talk to me. Tell me what's up. So I have like 5 options, and I wanted to give you guys something that you can eat that's easy, that's creative, but utilizing what's left in the grocery stores because legit it was like ham hocks and chicken feet. I don't know what's going on. There was a pile of frozen ribs. So today I'm gonna make double baked bourbon barbecue ribs with a roasted garlic and tomato salad, and we're gonna get started on the ribs. So mine are thawed out completely. I just like let them sit out overnight, and then right before I went to bed I put them in the fridge. I cut them in half, so like there's half racks because it's just easier. So if you notice, there's like a membrane on the back, right? Most people rip this off. Y'all tripping. This is literally the best part of the rib. Like, this is like flavor in a pack on the back just for your own ribs. If this was ramen, it would be the seasoning that comes with it. Do not rip this off. But we want our seasoning to penetrate the ribs, obviously. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my knife and I'm just, garlic on it, and I'm just gonna score the back. Scoring means like just like cutting, making marks. So pretty much what's gonna happen is we can get through to the meat. And I cut in like all little different angles. And the reason why I love the back is because, so we're gonna bake these, right? And they're gonna get all soft, they're gonna fall apart, but the bottom kind of keeps it together. And then when you bite through like the really soft, tender meat of the ribs, the back gets all like really crispy. And there's like this snap, which is, it's awesome. It's like a double complex texture sort of thing going on. If you hand me a rib and they're like the fat on the back isn't there, I'd be like, what are you doing? Okay, so I'm just gonna turn this over. You gotta be fucking kidding me. That was my alarm. I'm gonna start over. Bitch.